Hello, my name's Mofe. I'm 23 years old. I've just finished the 2 years on the program and I did international relations at the University of Birmingham. Now that I've finished the 2 years, I'm just looking for opportunities to broaden my experience in the professional world. So I'm looking at opportunities in consulting, criminal justice consultancy, and as well as other management consultancy firms. I'm also looking at opportunities in the Ministry of Justice. So, but what's clear is that my experience in the prison has actually prepared me to go into a lot of things. So I'm just grateful for that experience because it's widened my horizons. The most unexpected opportunity I got in the Unlock program was the fact that I actually completed a 2-week work placement at PA Consulting. It was a very good experience where I was able to translate the work that I've been doing on the landing into a corporate environment. And I was actually able to help on a project which was focused around making prisons more ecologically sustainable in the long run. So it was a great opportunity where I could to translate my skills from one place to another. Really annoyingly, the recruitment process for PA Consulting was brought to a halt simply because of coronavirus. And we had the opportunity to go straight into an assessment center and get a fast track into the job itself. But it all got cancelled because of coronavirus. And hopefully I'll get another opportunity later on. 100% you can make a difference as a frontline prison officer because with a new perspective, a new mindset, you're able to just challenge the traditional culture of what the job's about. There's a traditional culture of it being prisoners versus officers, but in you just being yourself with the training you have and knowing that essentially you're there to help someone's rehabilitation, you can challenge that culture and make a prisoner realize that, okay, look, you're an officer, but you're still a real human being and you can be yourself as well as help someone to their own rehabilitation. So you can definitely change the culture and make a big difference on the front line. Under COVID, the prison has actually been very hectic, especially at the start of the pandemic. So around early April, late March, there was a lot of changes going on in the prison. There was a lot more staff on the landing, and it meant that a lot of prisoners were behind their cell doors for long periods of the day. So they were only allowed out for 15 minutes. So it made the wing a lot more tense and a lot more hectic for the officers to work in, simply because of the change in what was going on. And so it's been very challenging, but as time's gone on, everyone's getting used to it and we're managing. And but I think the real challenge will be when lockdown measures do ease and completely ease and go back to the normal regime, because you've got new staff coming in that will be used to the way things are, but will have to adapt to things going back to normality. And when things go back to normality, more prisoners are out and you've got more to deal with. So it'll be interesting to see how prisons and staff revert back to the normal. I'd say to someone that's thinking about doing the Unlock program to have a go, that you've got nothing to lose, you've got everything to gain. You're going to meet people that you would never meet otherwise. You're going to have experiences that you'll be able to tell so many people about. Everyone's going to want to hear about what you're doing at work. A prison is not a normal job for everybody, and you're going to be able to just tell people about unique things that will set you apart. And it's going to teach you a lot about the people that society don't want to deal with, and you're going to have direct access to them and have a positive impact on their lives. So I'd say to anyone, definitely have a go. You learn a lot about the job, you learn a lot about people, and most importantly, you learn a lot about yourself. And I wouldn't change it for anything. I'd advise someone simply just to remember who you are, remember why you're there, and not to get caught up in the typical prison culture of, oh yeah, I'm an officer, I have to be this, I have to do this, you can't talk to me like that. Just know yourself, remember why you're there, remember your motive, and don't let anything change your heart when you go into the job. Remember that, you know, at the end of the day, prisoners are people that have had their freedom taken away from them for a moment in time, and essentially you are there to help them through it. So yeah, that's my main advice to remember yourself, remember your motive, and don't let anything change you. Um, because yeah, that's helped me. There's so many relationships you build in prison because you're literally living with them. You're doing your sentence with them. It doesn't sound nice, but essentially, they you see them first thing in the morning, and they see you before their doors get shut for the night. So you're building relationships with them. So you're getting to know them. You're getting to know them, why they were here, what led them down this path, and essentially what they want to do about it to get back on track. So there's so many relationships where I've seen guys that have come into prison, um, you know, addicted to drugs, just so bent on their on bad behavior. But I've seen a lot of them grow into, mature men and are ready to just focus on the right things as they get released. So it's really good making relationships with the prisoners in there, and it's relationships that you remember in your head for a long time. So